Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through all of the things that I bought for Christmas for the family animals. So most of these presents will not say from me. They're going to say they're from my cat Lena, but they're for my sister's cat and dog, my eldest sister's dog, some of the cats and the dogs in this house. So if you are either of my elder sisters, please don't watch this video because, you know, I bought some cute stuff and none of it is particularly expensive because they're just cats and dogs. I don't really need fancy things. So I'm going to share with you today what I bought these cats and dogs as sort of like a good idea if you're looking to buy for a family pet or a friend's pet. I'm a big believer in, like, if your friend has a dog or a cat, like, you buy the person a present, but then you get something small for the animal as well. That's just something that I personally do, and I would recommend doing that because animals like things. If your family or your friends don't have cats and dogs, but they have other animals, you know, sort of like the smaller mammals, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs, bunnies, that sort of thing, I always recommend, like, either chew toys or treats are always, you can't go wrong with treats. If your friend has an amphibian or a reptile, I really don't think you can go wrong with some sort of cage decor, especially if you know what their enclosure looks like, and you get something that sort of goes with the theme. That can be also very inexpensive, especially if you buy like a fake plant. Just make sure that you know what you're doing because some fake plants, can't go on water. Some fake plants look like the silky ones aren't really safe. So if you buy them from like a pet store, it's probably safer, but that's something that I would recommend. I wasn't going to get anything for either my reptile or my fish this year because the fish's tank is pretty full already and I spend enough money on crickets for the reptile, but he actually ended up needing a heat bad because his terrarium wasn't warm enough, so that was his $40 Christmas present that he already has. So I'm going to take you through all the stuff that I bought. I'm Canadian, so this is all from Dollarama. There are a couple of things from PetSmart. I try to buy from more local, smaller pet stores typically, but let's just be honest, like, PetSmart has the stock, the Christmas stock. So this is my Dollarama bag. It's very ripped, but I'm pretty sure I could fit in it. So one of the first things I bought is actually for my sister's cat, Inky. So Inky already has one of these. It's a big, what do they call it? Large pet bed. And it's just one of these cushy mats. And it is from Dollarama, but it says it cost me $4. And I just know that Inky loves these. Sam has one already for Inky, and Inky sleeps on it all the time. So I was wondering if maybe one of her other cats might like it, or maybe Inky just wants two places to sleep. Like I said, this is meant for a dog, but the cat really likes it. And this sort of, it's not too squishy, but it's squishy. Like, I just find that cats really like it. This pet store brand, let me see. Where's the tag? This pet store brand that you can get at Dollarama, I find their stuff to be awesome. Like, Lena has so many of their toys and their specific things, and she just loves them. So if you're in a Dollarama or a dollar store and you see this pet store brand, I'd super duper recommend. They sell lots of different cat toys and, that sort of thing. If you watch my channel and you've seen her little, like, blue hut, I looked for one of those for my younger sister's cat this year, and I couldn't find one. But that's by that pet store brand, and they're usually, like, $30 in PetSmart, and it was only $4. Along the same lines as that sort of pet bed, I bought a whole bunch of pet blankets from Dollarama this year. Now this one is so cute, and I actually bought two of them because I bought one for Lena. It's pink, and it's got like cats all over it. So this one's for Sam. The other one is for Lena and me, like I said. And this is by that pet store brand as well, actually, which is really cute. And pet blankets, first of all, I just think they're so useful because even if the pet doesn't end up liking them as a blanket, they're used, like, you can lay them anywhere. It can be used as a rag if you need to, and because it's from the dollar store, like, that's fine. And this one in particular is just so soft, and it's so cute. So I bought a number of different pet blankets. This is just the one that I think is the cutest, so it's the one I'm going to show you. And I just feel like a pet blanket for any kind of dog or cat is always going to be a winner because dogs and cats love blankets. And like I said, you can use it for, if the animal doesn't want to use it as a blanket, you can use it to clean things up, or you can use it as a blanket for you. They're just so versatile, so I love blankets. I mentioned earlier that for, like, bunnies and stuff, treats are always a great idea. But of course, treats are also always a great idea for cats and dogs. Lena loves Temptations. I actually don't think I've ever met a cat that doesn't love Temptations treats. She particularly likes these, the chicken ones. So I got this multi-pack for my sister because she has so many cats. Treats are always just, it's a pretty fail-safe idea just to buy treats for a cat. Or a dog, really. Dogs, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just because we've always had chill cats here that will eat anything, but the dogs get a little bit pickier. Maybe some other people out there have pickier cats than dogs, but, it does help if you know what the animal likes. I just feel like if someone's your friend or your family, you should know enough about their pet to know what kind of treat they like or what kind of toy they like. But if you don't, temptations are always pretty standard for cats. And I'm saying that knowing that by a lot of people's standards, like, temptations aren't the healthiest food for an animal. But I really don't see any problem with it if it's just a treat, if you're just giving them one or two every once in a while. Like, I eat McDonald's. Who am I to deny my cat these temptation treats that are made for cats when I eat McDonald's? And then, of course, toys. You can never go wrong with toys. So I have 2 here from the dollar store that I'm going to show you, and then I have a couple from PetSmart. So obviously the first toy, and the most obvious toy for a cat owner, is a laser pointer. So this is by that pet store brand as well, and you can get it from Dollarama, and it has, it comes with batteries, and it comes with different heads for the laser pointer. I bought a couple of these actually for a couple of different people. I just love the laser pointer. Typically cats, they're going to like toys better that they can catch, so that they can, finish the hunt, catch, kill thing. But, Lena loves a laser pointer. She does get tired of it eventually, and then I switched to a fishing rod toy, which is also a great gift. I didn't get one of those, but that's also great. But she loves this, and she goes crazy. And you know what? The dogs love the laser pointer toy too. They go nuts for it. So it's not just for cats. So I just feel like a laser pointer is a really great, sort of obvious animal gift. And then for my eldest sister's dog, I think it's a bunny. At first I thought it was a koala, but I bought it for her. The dog's name is Kaylee. And Kaylee is a very, very small dog. She's a Shih Tzu poodle. She's actually the sister, the litter mate of our eldest dog, Zoe. But Kaylee, she's so much smaller than Zoe. And they're kind of old now. So I bought her this toy that does squeak. See? And it doesn't have a lot of stuffing in the body, so I figured it would be easier for Kaylee to carry around because she is getting old. I didn't want something that was too difficult for her to carry, and I just thought it was a cute little bunny, and I know my eldest sister, and I know she's going to like it, even though it does kind of look like a bunny / koala. I'm still not entirely sure, but I thought this was cute for Kaylee, and again, it's by that pet store brand from Dollarama. Now we're going to go into my PetSmart bag. There's actually not as much in here as I thought. So our dog, Maddie, she is a Jack Russell poodle. So she's insane, and she destroys everything that she touches. So I bought her this dinosaur that's got, lights all over him, and he's one of these sprinkle toys. And it says he squeaks, but I don't know where. Oh, in the bum. And, I like this for Maddie because it's flat, so it's going to be harder for her to rip apart. She's still going to rip it open in, 5 minutes of her having this, but I couldn't not get Maddie something for Christmas. She's like a perpetual toddler. She's so cute. I actually didn't get anything for our eldest dog, but I got something for Maddie, and I just love buying Maddie toys because she does play with them, and she does rip them apart, and she just has so much fun. So I got her this flat, crinkly toy, knowing that it will be destroyed 2 hours after she opens it. And then for Sam's dog, Coco, who is, we don't know what kind of breed she is, but she's a little old lady white dog. She loves toys as well, just like Maddie, and she likes to destroy them. But she's a little less aggressive than Maddie, so I got her a tiny little flat crinkle toy. And this one's a reindeer, obviously, and it also crinkles and squeaks. And I figured because it's flat, it'll be easy for her to carry around. She has some teeth problems, so I figured that'd be easy. And she probably won't tear it open as fast as Maddie's going to tear open the other one, but I'm sure she'll have it torn open in a bit. And I just thought it was cute. And I was imagining it in my sister's apartment, being thrown around and stuff. And I figure this is a pretty good toy for a little old white dog. And the last thing that I bought at PetSmart is for this house, actually. It's for my younger sibling's cat and my cat. I just thought this was so cute. So this is, what do they actually call it? I can't read it because they have it stapled right to the package right on top of it. But pretty much it's a big suction cup. And I'm going to find a window that's high enough to stick this to. And obviously take it down when the dogs are in the room because Jack Russell dog will rip it apart. But it's going to stick to the window, and then it'll flop, and it'll be dangly and hittable. My cat, Lena, she's definitely not sort of the play-by-yourself type of cat. She prefers to play with you. So she will come get me when she wants to play. She wants me to, throw a little, toy around the floor. She wants me to use one of her wind-up toys. She loves wind-up toys. But Heather, the other cat, she prefers to play by herself. She almost doesn't know how to play with a person. I like to set up toys for Heather to play by herself. And this is just exactly the kind of toy that I can see Heather playing by herself with for, hours on end. I think this was probably the most expensive thing I bought. I think it was, $15, but it's definitely worth it because Heather's going to absolutely die for it. I can see her jumping around and batting at it at 2 o'clock in the morning and causing a ruckus and me not being able to sleep because she's being too loud, and I'm looking forward to that. So this, and I actually did buy Heather one of those huts as well, but I bought it from PetSmart, so it was a little more expensive, and I already gave it to her because I just do that. I always have a hard time not giving people their presents. Imagine how I feel with animals. So that is everything that I bought so far for the numerous amount of animals in this family. Looking at it there, it doesn't look like a lot, and I feel like I should get more, to be honest with you. But that's the nice thing about pets, is that they really don't care if you get them expensive stuff or lots of stuff. They're just happy with, Lena's happy with a bag of treats. Most of these animals will be happy with, like, our dogs will be happy with a plushie that they can carry around the house for a bit. That sort of thing. So I just personally, I feel like it's a really great gesture to get a present for your friends and family's animal as well as for the friends and family. And like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be much. Dogs and cats don't care about that sort of thing. But I don't know, that's just something I really like to do. And I almost prefer to buy presents for the animals than the people. Like, every time I go out, I buy something new for one of the animals, the cat, like a cat or a dog. And it's like, well, I haven't even finished my people Christmas shopping list yet. And the funniest thing about this sort of haul, if you will, is that is not even all the animals in my family. That is just what I have so far, and who knows this year, because I can't really go anywhere and I can't really see people, what animals I will end up buying for in total, because I'm sort of basing off of who will I see, but I know I will see my older sisters, so that's stuff for them, and from my younger sibling who obviously lives here. So yeah, that's everything that I bought in sort of my own sort of animal gift guide, if you will. What do you buy for your animals or for your friends' animals? Do you have any suggestions? One thing that I forgot to mention is you can go to pet stores and buy those sort of put together stockings. I would strongly warn against those, because sometimes they have treats in them that aren't really good for your dogs, and sometimes not even safe, like rawhide and that sort of thing. The cat ones are usually okay, because usually it's just little like balls and stuff that they can bat around. But I would be wary of the dog ones, and it might even be better just to make your own dog ones. Of course, dogs and cats should always be supervised when they're playing with their toys, just to make sure that nothing bad happens. I have to pick up all of Lena's toys after she's done playing with them, not just for her sake, but because we do have Maddie, who is part Jack Russell, and she will eat and destroy anything. So those little plastic balls with the bells inside, yeah, Maddie would eat that. So I have to be very careful about what's around, so I would recommend, even if you don't have a weird dog, doing the same thing, picking up the toys, being careful with what you get as far as safety goes, that sort of thing. But with all that in mind, what would you get your animal? What are you going to get your animal? What are you going to get your friends' animals, your family's animals? What is your animal Christmas this year? And if you don't have any animals, what animal would you ask Santa for Christmas? What is your dream pet? I would love to hear that. And just pretty much thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and you give this video a thumbs up, and you leave me a little comment down below. I would really appreciate that. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.